Good morning. Hope you're all really well. And having a beautiful, delicious day. For those of you who have probably never seen a video before, or maybe thinking, who's this guy rattling on and spoiling nature? I'm Nick. That's Dorothy, 5.5-year-old Morkie, and I'm 55. I've got 5 children between the ages of 32 to 21, and 1 3-year-old grandchild. And I've been married for 27 years. My beautiful wife. And for the best part of 18 months, I've been on a journey of self-discovery, really. And I've recorded and documented some of my findings for that journey that have helped me sweeten how I experience my reality, and hopefully I'll be able to convey and pass on some of those tips, tricks and techniques that have worked for me and may help you also feel happier in your everyday life, because that's what we all want. We all want to be happy. Well, what's keeping you from being happy? Let me tell you right now, it's not your fault. Wherever you are right now in your reality, if you're not aware of certain things, you can't be held responsible for the way you're experiencing your reality. And although I'm not religious, I am spiritual. I believe that I'm part of something far greater than myself. Almost like one drop in the entire ocean. But I do believe it's a magical gift that's been given to experience this reality. And what's its purpose? Why am I here? Why do I feel like I feel? We're getting back to why you're not happy. The reason you're not happy is because you've been taught not to be happy. See, when you were born, we're not happy or unhappy. We just are. But that is naturally a happy state. And we didn't come with a guidebook, we didn't come with instruction books on how to function, how to use his body, how to use his mind. So we rely on mentors, our parents, our friends, to sort of pick up tips and tricks. But those people who are picking tips and tricks off, they didn't have a guidebook either. They had to fathom bits out for themselves. So it really can be blind leading the blind. So we can't expect to know how to function in this world. But there's one thing you have to understand, is that we're programmed and we're constantly reminded to be unhappy. So there's 2 states. There's a state of fear and a state of love, and you're always in one of those 2 states. In a state of love, we're creative and happy. In a state of fear, we're just in a state of fear, reacting, responding for our survival. And you're purposely kept in a state of fear. The news, media, social media, talking to our friends, gossip, it's all to distract you from being peaceful. But how can you change that? Well, when you realise that your mind's very much like your body. We are one, after all. If your body isn't in the shape you want it to be, overweight, have injuries, you put yourself on a diet. If you're conscious about your physical body, and we're taught to be conscious about our physical bodies. That's all we're taught to care about, is what we look like and how we can appear and how we make our bodies more attractive and pleasant. But no one cares really as much about their mental health as they do their physical appearance. And you can treat them the same. If you feed your body junk food, anything that's around, just eat. You act and eat unconsciously, your body won't be in a very good state. Likewise, your mind. If you just let it consume what's about, you don't act consciously and only allow what you want to go into your mind, your mental health will suffer. And it's a simple analogy, but it's so true. It's so true that you need to think about your mental health as you do your physical health, if at all you're concerned. And that means being conscious of what you feed it. It's been some time now since I've watched media, even longer still since I've bought a paper. I actively don't allow my consciousness to be drawn. And even when people ask me about my opinion on something, I just decide not to give it my energy anymore. Because where you place your attention, the energy will follow. And I'm in charge of my energy. It's all I've got charge of, is my energy. You're navigating carefully down here and slip over again. But when you know that everything is geared up to keep you in a state of fear and consume and just be concerned about your material being, or for people or some groups gain and control of our beings and souls. When you know this to be true, you see events and circumstances differently. I don't ask. If someone does mention a news item, something that's, I suppose, designed to create divide and opinion, the question I ask is, why are they trying to create that divided opinion? And when you realise that it's just to keep it in a fear state, and from experiencing the creative side of being in that love state, when you know that, you'll start to become guarded about what you allow into your conscious world. And only by doing that can you start to experience peace in more moments of the day. So don't allow yourself to become distracted with events and circumstances. And if you're involved in gossip or a conversation that requires your opinion, think, if I give this opinion, will that benefit my peace? And if it doesn't, just remain silent. See where your energy goes, your attention goes, vice versa. So, why unhappy? It's because you've been taught. You've learned to be unhappy. You've learned to find things to distract you from your peace. So just be conscious and be careful of what you allow yourself to be exposed to. Well, take care for now. Later on, me and Doz are going to continue on. Bye bye.